Alright, hey everybody, it is Studmin here, and we're recording a quickish video doing something different, some Star Wars content, since it is the month of May, and obviously May 4th, like May the 4th be with you, all that stuff, Revenge of the 5th, so I thought it'd be fun. I'm gonna, for one, do some Star Wars content on, like, live streaming on Twitch, and there'll be some on YouTube as well for the month of May, probably, especially around the 4th and 5th and whatnot. But I thought it'd be fun to kind of kick things off and rank the Battlefront characters from Star Wars Battlefront 2, the 2017 edition. Sort of kick things off and to get your thoughts as well. What you think of the video. So I'm going to get started kind of on the bottom of who I don't really use or like, and I'm probably just going to do the heroes and villains. I know there's lots of the other characters here, but this is strictly heroes and villains only. So let's get into it. So starting off with F, BB-8 and his counterpart, like you know, I just picture, like, I've like messed around with them. It's kind of like to me it's like a joke, gag, whatever. But like, imagine I'm playing against these two seriously, and I come up against, like, let's say I'm BB-8 and I come up against Darth Vader, like Maul. I'm fucked. Like, there's no way. So that's for those two. It's definitely down there. Like, they're like, I don't know why we can have a couple other, like another Jedi and then another Sith to replace these two. Like, that to me was kind of weird choice of one element. I get it, capitalize on the sequel movies, totally understand, but I feel like we could have got some more Clone Wars content in there, like Ahsoka, Asajj, but and then whatever, you use mods to capitalize and get that, whatever. Um, Anyone else in F? You know, I'd honestly might just put those two in there. Like, to me, they're Fs. I don't. Yeah, it's not for me really. So moving into C's, probably we're gonna a lot of the gun uh, characters go for the most part. Like, I didn't like cool character and whatever. Like, she was new to Battlefront. The story, the campaign's kind of fun. Whatever. She's. I was playing a couple rounds this morning offline and, like, just off stream and whatever, and I do like one of her abilities, like her robot shocks people, sits them still. So, like, she does have useful abilities, but I wouldn't go out of my way to pick her, honestly. Like, if I had to play as her, like, I would, but if, like, Dooku or Vader's, Maul's available, or Kylo, like, that's gonna be my go-to first, obviously. Next, Finn, same thing. Like, I don't know. I don't ever really play as him. I usually stick to people with sabers, obviously. But again, abilities may be good. I don't know. I don't ever really play as him. Again, they're obviously gonna include the sequel trilogy because they wanted to capitalize on the sequel movie. So no issues there. It's just not for me. Um, I mean, Sidious, I'll put C as well. Like, Force user, I like his character, obviously. Um, Original trilogy, in the prequel trilogy, like his character. Sequel trilogy, I don't, why he was. Like, it just wasn't poorly. It was very poorly executed, him being back, so I didn't love that. The somehow Palpatine return line just gets me every time. But yeah, he'd be a C. Like, I'd play him if I had to, if I had no other choice, but I'm not going to outright pick him. Because to me, like, if you're going to add him into it, why not add the prequel version where he had a lightsaber, at least? Again, another saber character, but I don't. Whatever. Phasma, like, again, pick her if I had to, or was messing around, but I don't not really for me. Again, I don't play a lot of the gun people. If I'm doing heroes versus villains, like I usually tend to stick to sabers only, especially when you do the hero showdown, because it's only 2v2. Like I played a match again this morning. I was just kind of offline messing around on it, seeing where my progress is at, and I literally, like, my first round, I was Vader. The guy I was with was, I think he was Maul. Yeah, it was Vader and Maul, and then we went up against Han Solo and Leia. Well, how easy do you think that went? I mean, it can't. I don't know. You have the right cards. I guess you can get the upper hand, but I don't know. It was a very easy win. So next, Lando against C. Like the original trilogy, and him being in the campaign was cool, and the fact that Billy D always comes back to play as him is cool. I get he's the only one that plays him, so he's kind of stated that, so that's kind of nice. But don't know if I'd actively go into picking him. Same with Leia. Like original trilogy got some cool. Like I said, most of the gun characters think I'm gonna just throw in C. Like I'd pick them, but they're kind of bottom tier. Bosk I don't use. And Chewie might give a B just because it's Chewie. I don't know how much B's there is. He honestly might be the only B because the rest are kind of up here for me. But up here to me is where like the opinions really matter. Down here is just kind of fluff and whatever. It's not like I'd say from B, C, and then F. Like I wouldn't outright pick and play these people. Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty stuff. So A, I'm gonna have Anakin and Luke. Like they're both badass characters. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But realistically, like to me, Anakin should have been a dark side character. Like I get Vader's there, so they put him in the light side. But to me, like look at his face. He looks pissed. He's like, I get that was kind of his personality, but I should have had him on the dark side as well as Vader. Like the original Battlefront 2, he was on the dark side. Like it was Nightfall Vader, basically. So to me, he should have been here because both Luke and him have similar force powers, which makes sense. But they shouldn't have been on the same team, in my opinion. Any other A's? With Maul, to me, is an A. Like cool abilities and all that stuff, like the dual saber, but don't know if I like he wouldn't be my first pick either, but he definitely would be a for sure pick. But I have him as an A because there's some like his best ability is probably the force choke, but Vader I put above because he also has force choke for a different reason that I'll get into in a second here. Oh, I forgot about Yoda. Yoda, you know what? Yoda's another B for me. I don't plays him all that much. The only thing Yoda has going for him is he's very small, so he's very hard to hit. Okay, let's get into the S's. Vader, obviously, and the biggest thing about Vader being an S, he's a tank. Like he is honestly, when I play as him with my friends and stuff, like I'm pretty much unkillable. Like eventually they could get me, but I wind up winning still because it takes them like a couple rounds to even like get me down to low health for them to even kill me. That's just how much of a tank he is. And plus force choke and all that. Like, see, Maul would be an S if he was a tank like Vader, but since he's kind of weaker health wise, I put him down as an A. And I mean, this might be shocking to a lot of sequel trilogy haters. Like, I don't personally like Star Wars is Star Wars. I didn't mind Force Awakens. Last Jedi was meh. Rise of Skywalker just wasn't it for me. But I am putting Rey as an S tier slowly on her abilities. Like the Mind Trick one, which I think stops abilities, and then there's the one where like it, or maybe that is Mind Trick where it like inverts your controls. And Like her abilities alone put her in an S. Like character-wise, she's okay. Combat, whatever, it's all the same. But her abilities alone puts her at an S for me because you can totally stop someone in their tracks, make them all like inverted, and then you can just easily take them out. Next up is Dooku. He is an insane fast duelist. Can like when I play as him, either online or whatever, like I can take people out in an instant. Like it does not take much to do. You activate the duelist mode and like the specific targeting against the other hero, and it's like game over. Like they don't even stand a chance. That's how quick he is. So definitely he's an S. Obi-Wan an S as well for me, just because of his one ability where he can stop mind trick. He's the one with mind trick where it stops people from using their abilities, and again, once you can't use your abilities, you're a very easy target. So what I've left, oh, I forgot Boba Fett. Yeah, put Boba Fett at a B just because of his jetpack. I do like the jetpack, however, wouldn't catch me playing as him too often. We have Kylo and Grievous left, I think. So, I mean, Grievous I might put as an A because I do like some of his abilities. The Force Saber spinning, the crawling, like he can kind of ring people out on certain maps, and if you don't actually ring yourself out. So he's got a few good moves. Kylo's tricky because I like his freeze and pull. Yeah, I don't. So I do pick him quite a bit actually, because I do like the freeze and pull. I might put him as an A, just because like these can overpower him quite a bit. All four of these characters, in my opinion, when you play. But I definitely, you know, he's a very close S for sure. Like there's no doubt about it. It says abilities do make him that close S, but a lot of these characters can overpower him. But again, you have the right cards with Kylo, and you could put him up here. But I think I might keep him here. But yeah, that'll be it for the video. That's my ranking. I said these two at the bottom. These kind of here, like I'd play as them for. These are like I'd play as maybe for fun. Some maybe up here depending on how you feel. But like Bosk, I wouldn't pick. Like I'd play as Han for fun, or Leia Lando maybe. The Emperor for quote unquote fun. I wish he had a lightsaber though, but that's what it is. And then there's these ones. Chewie just gonna put for like a nostalgia, like it's kind of fun to fuck around, I guess. But Yoda's here because of his he's very hard to hit because he's short, and some of his abilities aren't bad. Boba Fett jetpack purely. And these are the A's and these are the S's. So that's it. I mean, let me know in the comments how you feel about the heroes and villains and where you'd place them. And yeah, happy to be pumping out some Star Wars content. I mean, it's the month of May. It's basically Star Wars month, so it'll be a good month for a few bits of Star Wars content here and there. And I definitely think on the 4th, we'll play some Battlefront 2 on stream, just because it's like the big, yearly Battlefront 2 return day, it seems. So I might hop on Battlefront 2, do a stream of it. Maybe some Lego Star Wars 2. We'll see when I can get to that. I don't know if I'll do full playthroughs of Lego Star Wars, but I might just go on like the complete saga, play a few levels, mess around. And yeah, we'll see where it goes, but we'll definitely get some Star Wars content to the channel for sure, being the month that it is. So, like I said, let me know in the comments how you'd rank the heroes and villains, if you agree or disagree, which is, that's fine. Let me know what you think, and we'll see everybody in the next video. Later.